6 billion years. That is a long time. I mean, 1 billion years is a long time. But 6 billion is even longer. And it's making me think. Right, so first of all, I'll just say why 6 billion years and what is 6 billion years. Our souls, our eternal souls, we are all a universe. And that universe is within a black hole in every single galaxy. And as I've shown you before, galaxies are pretty much all the same size. And we have these gamma ray bursts that are emitted when a black hole is formed. And it's very difficult to get hold of the information on them, even though there's lots every day. So they are basically withholding the information, which usually means there's an obvious conclusion to be drawn, and they don't want us drawing those conclusions before they figure it out. But the conclusion that perhaps become pretty obvious is that a lot of these gamma ray bursts occurred 6 billion years ago. And so there was some, why all the black holes in the centre of the galaxies, why are they all been made 6 billion years ago? That's what they'll be trying to work out. And I'm telling you that that is the birth of our souls. Now, so black hole was formed, and there's a new universe within that black hole. Now that universe is going to begin with just the skeleton, the characteristic of this particular soul, whoever that is. And there's not going to be much else in it. So this is now the second point. So we were born, and 6 billion years ago, and our mother and father God has been nurturing us. The beginning of our universe is probably very slow to get going. May just contain hydrogen particles. Now, this is not what we are. But this is the physical manifestation of us. Like we are in God in this universe. Now, God is more than just this universe. This universe is just the physical manifestation. So like a drawing, it's almost like a drawing of something isn't the thing, right? So think of the physical universes and black holes and everything in our universe as like a drawing of what you are. And so what's just been dawning on me is that I am now coming to the conclusion that these lives we've got with these physical bodies is not our first time on earth. And that God has been nurturing our souls, and ever since the Earth's existence, and since Earth probably started as, well, would have been completely covered in water. And I'm coming to the conclusion that God would have put our souls into fish, whatever was around, even maybe some plant life. Now, to exist as a plant, as a soul, so what I'm saying is our souls became aware before our human life. But how would that have been? So if I would have had a life as a sea plant, the first time my soul has ever become aware, I would still even though if I was a little seed and growing, my soul becoming aware of that. Now, it's going to be pretty limited, and there's probably not going to be much going on, and there probably isn't going to be much sort of questioning going on. It's just a nurturing, a beginning. So you just get to feel the life of that sea plant, and then you'd have something else, and it's just the nurturing, the growing, before we get to, God's master plan of putting us into beings with awareness. So all throughout the history of the earth, and it may have only been 1 billion years ago, or even less, maybe 500 million years ago, that land started to appear on Earth. But I don't know about that, and it's not that important. But at some point, land appeared on Earth. So I suspect also that we've been land creatures, and just experiencing a life as an animal, maybe one time hunter, one time prey. But I still believe that we get to this point where God is ready to make Adam and Eve an aware being, and that is still more significant than any past lives we may have had as a tree or a tortoise or whatever, and that those lives were just to give the soul experience, so that, do you know what I mean? You might have been a fish in a shoal of fish, so you've learnt that experience of going with the crowd is safety, and so these things kind of grow within your soul and become sort of like nothing that you're really aware of. It's just knowledge of the soul, and I think this is beginning to be quite interesting. And today I should go and see my son's football, and I just kept looking at everyone thinking, 6 billion years. I've often used the fact that we're so new, as I thought, as an excuse as to how we've managed to, cock up the world. It's just, but we're not new. We've had experience, but just not experience in having to be the ones to look after the planet and stuff. But yeah, it's just making sense, and I'm getting feelings that it's truth. So be interesting if anyone has some comments on that. Like to share after I've this video is processed, and I'm sure there'll be more on it. So ciao for now.